Hi everyone, I'm here to do my wrap-up video for the month of March. I managed to read a decent amount of books, certainly when you consider that I was in the hospital for 2 days, but I'm doing fine right now, so I'm able to read quite a lot actually. First up, I'll talk about the books that I've read on my Kindle. I'm currently reading Madhattan Mystery by John J. Bonk, which is a middle grade adventure story. And I'm really enjoying that one. I haven't finished it yet, so you'll see that one again in my wrap-up for April. I also read This Is Not a Test by Courtney Summers, which is a zombie apocalyptic tale. Really liked it, but I felt a bit disconnected from the story because the main character is so... She closes herself off for everything, and I get why she does that, but it made it so hard for me to feel with the characters. I thought that it could have been better, so I gave it 3 out of 5. I also read The New World by Patrick Ness, which is the prequel to the first book in the Chaos Walking series. So it's the book that comes before The Knife of Never Letting Go, which I loved, and I cannot recommend it enough. So good. Really liked The New World. It was really short, like 24 pages, but I really liked to see how Viola got where she was when we saw her in the books. Really enjoyed it, and it's free, so I would definitely check that out if you are interested in the Chaos Walking trilogy. Then I read The Changelings by Elle. I'll leave a link down below to my post on my blog because I was part of the blog tour and there's a giveaway going on right now, so you might want to check out that one. It's about a girl and her best friend who decide to walk away from home, and then they come across this weird group of people, and they are all sort of homeless, but they stick together, and then they go for some kind of fitness test, and the story takes off, and I really liked it. The writing wasn't that great in some parts, but I really enjoyed the story, and I'm looking forward to reading book 2, so I really like that one. Then I read Starters by Lissa, which is a dystopian tale of a girl who decides to rent her body out to elder people. So basically she gives them their body and their mind transports in her head, and it's such a weird but fascinating concept, and I really liked it. The writing was a bit weak in some points, but it didn't really bother me, and I really wanted to read on. Really enjoyed that one, and I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's a debut for 2012, and I really liked it. The next one is a sequel to a book that I read a physical copy of, so I'm going to talk about the physical copy first. I read The Goddess Test by Aimee, which is the first book in the Goddess Test series, and I quite like this one. There were some things in the book that I really didn't like, but the writing style was really good, and it kept me reading. So I think I gave this one 3.5 or 4 stars, because I just really liked the way it was written. And then a couple of weeks later I read Goddess Interrupted, which is the sequel. And don't even get me started on that one, because I wanted to throw it across the room. I gave it 2 out of 5. I did not like it at all. We were inside her head all the time, and it was so annoying because she was either thinking about how much she hated Persephone or how much she missed Henry. She was just so selfish and was so annoying to read. Really didn't like it. The writing style was still pretty good, but the storyline was so wacky. I really didn't like it. I will be reading the 3rd book because I cannot stand to read 2 books of a trilogy and then not finish it. But I really wouldn't recommend this book. Then the next book I read was The Darkest Passion by Gena Showalter, which is the 5th book in the Lords of the Underworld series. I really like this series, and I really like this book. It's all a bit of the same kind of story. It's all about a fierce warrior who tries to battle their enemies, but also at the same time tries to find love, I guess. I really like this series, and this one was just as good as the rest, so I really enjoyed this one. I think I gave it 3.5 or 4 stars or something. I'm looking forward to reading the 6th book in the series, which I should order sometime, like right now. The next book is also a book that I got for review from the publishing company that I proofread for. I got Hollow Earth by John and Carole E. Barrowman, and John Barrowman is one of the actors in Torchwood and Doctor Who, if I understand it correctly. It's a middle grade story. It's about twins, a boy and a girl, and they can make paintings come alive with their imagination, and I love the concept of this one. But the writing style was just so choppy and it felt disjointed, and I really didn't like it. Which was really a shame because I really liked the way the story went in the book. It ended quite open, so I think we might have a sequel to this book, even though I couldn't find anything on that matter. But I really liked the concept, didn't like the writing style, but the story itself was really good. I think I gave it 3, maybe 3+, I think. And the crow on the cover has nothing to do with the book, but that's just a pet peeve of mine. The next one I read was Stray by Rachel Vincent, which is the first in her Shifter series. This is an adult series, but I've heard a lot of young adults have read this one and liked it, but I have to say it's a bit gory at places, so fair warning for that. I really liked this one, even though there were some moments that I was like, what? The main character is feisty, yes, but she's also really annoying because she would risk everyone around her just to be free. Plus there's a love triangle in this one, and it's so there, you know? I really hope that that doesn't take over from the story. But I really like this one. I think I gave it 3.5 out of 5. It's the biggest book I've read so far this year. It's like 615 pages or something. But I enjoyed it and I'm looking forward to reading book 2. And last but definitely not least, I read Monsters of Men by Patrick Ness, which is the 3rd and final book in the Chaos Walking series. And oh my god, you guys, this was so good. I love the series. I loved it before I even started the Ask and the Answer or Monsters of Men. But this ending, seriously blew my mind. I loved and hated it at the same time. It was such a satisfying ending to the series, and I really liked it, and I wish I could start over with the series. Just experience everything for the first time again, because it was so good, and this book was so good, and I can go on and on about how much I love this book. But let me just tell you, this was the 3rd book this year that got a 5-star rating from me, and that's, let's just say I don't give 5-star ratings that often anymore. Really like it. If you have not read The Knife of Never Letting Go, which is book 1, I really recommend you do, because it's really good. I'll leave a link to my blog below, because I'm giving away a paperback copy of The Knife of Never Letting Go on my blog. I was hosting Chaos Walking Week last week, and I did a bunch of posts on movies and discussion posts and reviews and everything like that. And I also hosted a giveaway for The Knife of Never Letting Go. That's will be going on for a couple more weeks. So please check out the link if you have not read The Knife of Never Letting Go. I can really recommend it because it's really good. And I'm going to stop rambling right now because I'm talking so fast that I can't even keep up with myself. So that's everything that I read this month. Let me know in the comments below what books you've read in the last month or so. Please leave me some recommendations if you've read a couple of good books, because I would love to know some good titles that I should check out. And yeah, that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later.